Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Let me get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I just don't want to be talking to myself. Let me get a thumbs up or a retweet. For anybody that's on, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you can share, retweet, and let's get as many people on as possible. Hopefully we can get everyone prepared for week starting October 11th, 2021. Okay, awesome. So you guys can hear me. Beautiful. All right, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to Radio Silent Play Trading on this Spaces for this Sunday, October 10th, 2021. Let me just start off by just giving you a brief disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything that I say or mention is for educational purposes only. I may or may not hold some of the stocks that I mentioned. Please remember to do your own research before trading any stock or options. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. So I'm just going to go over the markets and overall market sentiment heading into next week. Overall, Bitcoin had a strong week into close. We've actually been trading and we confirmed above that 53,000 key level, which I said we wanted to see 2 consecutive closes above that previous 53,000. How do we get that number? When the markets pulled back to 26 to 36,000, that was an accumulation area, and I had let traders know that that 52 to 53,000 was going to be a key resistance for Bitcoin. Since then, Bitcoin has tested 56,000, trading above the 21-day moving average on the weekly, and that's basically that channel, that trend to follow through with our 72,000 to 110,000 kind of updated, I guess you could say, balance of probability target into the end of the year. Right now, it's trading 54,781, and we're actually trading 2 consecutive days above that 53,000. So that is strong. As I said before, what you want to pay close attention to is Ethereum. So Ethereum, what we want to see is Ethereum break and potentially test the previous highs of that about 4,200, 4,300. You get Ethereum to break above that, then what we're going to see is we're going to see a potential retest on Bitcoin. Currently, what we're seeing is Ethereum, a little weakness on Ethereum, because we're starting to see a little bit of selling and a bearish engulfing candle. So we could see a pullback here on Ethereum. And if that's the case, then we may see some consolidation for Bitcoin. But overall, with that close above 53,000, it leans the balances of probability to the point of potentially retesting that 64,500. Hence, we are buying the pullbacks on crypto plays. All right. Why I say this is because overall we have volatility up to cycle date October 20th. I said from the highs on the S&P, we've just seen a 5% correction from that level. So what we want to make sure is we want to see if the SPY can kind of hold key levels. Right now, the S&P managed to gap up and close above the 8-day moving average on 2 consecutive closes with that gap up. That was favorable because remember, we had broken the neckline on the head and shoulders. Now you're trading above it and you have an 8 into 21 MA cross approaching. I still see a potential kind of pullback, but I'm going to say we're neutral to positive into next week. Why? Why are we neutral to positive? Because all I have to do is just go to my US dollar and I'm going to use the UUP and I'm going to type in UUP on my chart. And if you look at the UUP, you've closed below the 8-day moving average day 1. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my 20-year treasury and I'm going to type in the TLT. And if you notice here, we've continued to trade lower. We put in a top at around 150 151, and since then we've closed below the 200-day moving average. And that's now we're at 141.88 with a moving average, 200-day moving average at 143.79. So write that level down. If you see a gap up above that 143.79, just be sure that the markets are going to have a favorable pullback. Overall, if it does pop, you're going to see or form a bear flag. A bear flag. And what that is, it's basically an upside down flag. Overall, nothing has changed. I still think we're in a hyper bubble rally. We're looking for a potential, again, volatility for the next couple of days up until October 20th. That's going to give us an opportunity to add good positions. Last week on Spaces, for those that listened to my options call, that was ticker symbol BABA. BABA, we gave it to you guys on Sunday night. I told you what calls I was going to get, and we actually took the 160 strike, and we're in the money now, locking profits with an 8 into 21 MA cross. So that was a beautiful move. That Monday, you were able to buy 142 levels. So those guys that listened to those calls, all right, it was a perfect setup. And again, just to go over that, those were the calls for March 18th, 2021 with a strike price of 150. Yeah, they were a little expensive, but overall, that thing ended up hitting like about 24, 25 bucks from that. You know, I'm going to say like it was about a 16 level. You're talking about a 40% move. So I am very bullish on China stocks right now. If you want to look at new calls, write this down, ticker symbol BIDU. You want to look at calls, same thing. The only thing I'm going to use is the January 21st calls. And I'm also looking at KWEB calls, another Chinese stock. And our strike will be $46. And I'm looking at expiration dates all the way down to June 17th, 2022. If you want to take some earlier, you can. Just make sure you look at the delta. Usually what you want the delta to be above 12. I'm not going to explain to you what delta is right now. It's just too long. If you want to, sign up for a mentorship, you can. But overall, I like the BIDU calls up to 180. That's ticker symbol BIDU. So if you want to look at those this week, overall, highly speculative market. What I'm saying is a lot of money flowing into these stocks that are very, very speculative. You're seeing a lot of money flow into ticker symbol DATS. You're seeing a lot of money flow into CEI. And a lot of the other money is flowing out of the market. It's very, very speculative trades. What you just want to make sure is if you're adding into these plays, you want to add at or near demand levels. I know a lot of traders, when I sent that out, I think it was in the 50 cents, 40-cent levels. These stock CEI ended up hitting lows of, I think we saw a little bit lower than 50 cents, and the stock ended up closing in and hitting close to $5. Nobody's locking profits, rolled over, and then kissed and breached a dollar before it was halted. So overall, you want to make sure that when you're trading these stocks, you have a set plan. You can use a just-in-case strategy, but overall, I want traders to understand that we're in this business, okay, to utilize our biggest asset. And our biggest asset, if nobody knows, is time. That's the most finite thing that you have. So as much as you want to say that, the millions in your account, are worth more than anything, it's really not, because when you do go away, that money doesn't go with you. So the reason we do this is to value our time and value the people that we love, or just our lives in general. So overall, that's the kind of the perspective that I have. And just moving forward, you want to understand that you don't want to make this a burden. A lot of people sometimes lose money, and it becomes a win-lose situation in this. For me, it's a win-learn situation. I know we had a gentleman last week talk about, hey, radio, how come you don't teach these guys? How come you, don't post the bad plays? You know what? Because in life, you have to understand that there's a polar opposite to everything, right? You're gonna win and you're gonna lose. You can't win without losing. And in this market, you're gonna have losers. You can't have winners without losers. And if you focus and put your attention on the losing, then you're gonna be operating in the not have, and that's gonna create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And in the end, you're never gonna achieve what you can achieve. So we don't want to focus on that. What we do want to do is we want to understand how we approach, right? A plan is very, very important. And you're going to see a lot of people lose money in times where you can make a good amount to set you up where you don't have to force yourself to go to a 9 to 5 job. A lot of people function from day to day, and they're basically just living to pay bills. That's one of the hardest things to do, especially if you have a family. So the reason I do this is because I want to bring you closer to your potential, right? And I don't just say that just to get you guys to follow me. That's not why I do this. The objective that I'm so bland is because I trade these things like I tie my shoes. It's not about the instant gratification or the dopamine where you guys say, hey, radio, you're the GOAT. I'm not the GOAT. What I do know, though, is that my intentions are very, very, I guess you could say that my purpose is to help as many people as I can, especially during these times. Because as we're proceeding, as we're progressing, if you look at the macro outlook of the way we're living now, it's deeply changed. I'll give you a little hint of when I was born. I was born in the 80s. So what we're going through now is completely different than what people are going through now, especially the next generation. So as we're moving forward, we have to make, and if I can, I want to give you as much information for you guys to make a reasonable um, growing your wealth experience. So it's not only about OTC stock, it's not only about a small cap stock, it's about building overall wealth so you don't have to worry about it. It's not about flashing for me what I have or an account that I have. The objective in this is not to worry about that. That's why I always tell people I'm not a trader. I'm not an investor. I practice infinite return. So if I'm an infinite return, or I have that mentality of infinite return, it really doesn't matter what's in your account as long as you understand that it's always going to be there. And that's the mindset that I want people to kind of garner when they do this, because your worst enemy is doubt. Your worst enemy is fear, and that will really stifle what you can do and your potential. So with that, I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to bring on Hustle as a speaker, but overall I'll slowly kind of transition to what we saw in the markets as far as small caps, as far as OTCs, and I'll just talk around that. But today I just want to make it so we can just discuss a little bit of what's happening in the macro outlook of what's going on right now in the now. I also want to talk about you know um, the anxiety and some of the things that people go through when they're trading, and how we can combat that, because there's a lot of people out there that suffer through anxiety, and they're just very, very afraid to put their money in things. And I want to kind of just address that today. What's going on, Hustle? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, radio? Yep, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Beautiful,
So I was
beautiful.
just going over the markets for next week. I'm saying neutral to positive based on the S&P closing above the 8-day moving average. That's basically going to tell me it's okay to hold. If you're going to go swing trades a little bit longer, you can. And we just got news that there was a power outage in Lebanon. So energy stocks, alternative energy stocks, you're going to see that they're probably garnering they're going to get some attention, right? The ENG, the OPTT. So these are things that we have to take into consideration of what the market is gonna happen. Fundamentally, and I want to talk about this because last week I noticed that a lot of people on YouTube were saying that the markets were gonna crash and shit. They were saying that if we got a bad job numbers, we had expectations of 500,000 jobs. That if we didn't get that, the markets were gonna tank, and we actually closed strong and closed above the 8-day moving average. I want traders to understand that one of the things that the tip that I do is I shut off all TVs. I don't have MSNBC on. I don't have none of that junk on. All that is going to create you to be fearful on what you're doing. If you look at previous news when COVID-19 hit, yes, we went down, but as COVID cases went up, the markets went up. So avoid all that stuff. The chart is going to tell you, and it's going to lead you in. It's going to be your leading indicator. You're going to look at your U.S. 10-year Treasury yield, right? Go on tradingview.com and just click on that link and see what it's doing. It's at 1.615%. So it's up 2 basis points right now. So when I see that, okay, I'm not nervous, right? Because that's what I see. If I see that the dollar is weak, that means that the markets will go up. I'm not going to start selling my stock just because Kramer is saying, hey, sell, sell, sell. All right. You gotta get yourself away from that. Because I noticed last week a shitload of people were selling their stock on the bid last week, and you're basically giving away money. If we're heading into an inflation rally, why are you selling into a bid? Because you're fearful of what you're hearing on TV. You understand me? Don't. That's the worst thing you can do. One of the things that you have to understand, 100% what you're gonna do here is you're taking on risk. That's number one. You can't take that away from the market. Okay, just like when we live, when we're born, we're gonna die. So it's basically what we're doing here. We're taking on a risk. If you can't afford to lose this money, don't use that. Don't trade. All right, or start off with something very, very low. Right. Number two, avoid the noise. Because if you're a break-even trader, you're losing more money throughout the years rather than sticking to either I'm going to lose this percentage or I'm going to make this PPN. So that's very, very important. And I'm rambling now, but that's one of the things that I saw last week. So fear, so anxiety. There was a lot of people nervous. I think there were people selling stock really cheap, and to me, it's a disservice because now you got a green market, and now you're going to chase the market next week. So it makes absolutely no sense. Any take on that, Hustle?
Yeah. Well, I feel like this might be the last week that we can actually sit on the bid and maybe get filled. I'm not too sure. I think you're talking about October 20th. So yeah, I mean, this could be a week where we start seeing some upward movement. Being that the Halloween effect is approaching. So anyway, I'll be ready either way.
Right. So, and another thing, we're always trading with probabilities, right? So there's balances of probabilities. So based on cycle trends, right, on seasonality charts, that's what happens. You can Google it, go Halloween effect. This is not radio making something up. Number two, there's a Santa Claus rally. Can that change by something cataclysmic? Of course. Anything's possible in this market. So don't think just because radio said it, that's what's going to happen. That's not what we trade. And I always say we trade with probabilities, not certainties. So that's number one. But what we want to do is we want to position ourselves in the best trade. I think I sent you guys a stealth chart the other day. When I sent you a stock like BABA, that was in a stealth range, right? It was in a demand range. I noticed that there's a lot of traders that like to buy hyperbolic moves, which is fine. If you like going on into a parabolic move, that's fine. Because yes, it has volume and it has momentum, But you have to understand that stocks tend to pull back. If a stock is in a narrow or a very steep move, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to come down. Where it comes down, that's where you want to pinpoint. What I personally use, I use the 8-day moving average. I notice that a lot of people sometimes, because they don't want to use the 8-day moving average, they don't want to use the 8-day moving average because radio says it, they use the 9-day moving average. That's fine. It could be anything that you want it to be, as long as you believe in it as much as you believe in breathing. But the whole thing is, you want to make sure that you're allocating risk. You're not, if you go out and you just buy on a whim, that's basically you walking into a store, going into the store and just picking something off the shelf and just saying, here, I'm buying it. And then you pick up, let's say, a old radio, and they tell you, yeah, it's $500. Are you gonna buy it for $500? So my whole point, what I'm saying is, trade your stock like you buy your shit from the store. Since when do you go and you buy something from a store and not check the price? Now, I ask you, Hustle, do you walk into a store and do you buy at a markup, or do you just pick it out without even knowing the price? Just because
Right.
your favorite buddy or told you, hey, this is a nice shit.
Yep.
Would you do that? Or because
No,
I
I'm
definitely don't.
shopping around. I'm shopping around.
Right. So why is it that 95% of the people on Twitter don't ever post a chart or post a price next to their symbol? You have to understand
Well,
these things.
well, you gotta understand that a lot of people don't know charts, don't know how to use charts.
But it doesn't even matter about that. Why not look for a price? Why not gauge it like you would go buy produce at the store? Like if you see grapes, right, and it says, um, $2 for a half a pound or a quarter of a pound, and then you go and you're thinking you're gonna get like, and then you go pay it, and it says those grapes are $10, because it's happened to me with grapes. Are you gonna buy those grapes for like 10, $15 for grapes that could just spoil? I wouldn't. So what I'm saying is, people have to understand that most of these, when they tweet and they don't post a price, it's because they don't want you to know where you're buying. Okay, you gotta pinpoint these things. All right, networkings and move markets. Don't get me wrong, they move them. They can move them like it ain't shit, right? It's the power of the internet. But there's a lot of guys out there that are just buying, just because they see that a shitload of people are buying, which is not wrong. But I'm saying is, you're taking on more risk like that. That's what I'm saying. So,
Right.
in order for you not to get nervous, pinpoint your entries, right? Pinpoint your entries. Create a zone, even if you're not getting it at the ultimate bottom. Give it its value, right? I understand that you don't read a chart, but at the same time, if you see a stock that's up 300% from like the last 2 days ago, you're taking on some risk there, because that stock went from whatever it is to 300%. You understand me? And that's what happened with CEI. People were seeing a lot of people posting on it, and then they were buying at $4 to $5. Think about, they're going most of their money in there, right? Heading into a hot time frame. Now, getting that bad experience, do you think they're going to be they're going to they're going to look to buy another stock after that experience?
No, heck no.
So what you're seeing there is a rush of dopamine, right? You're seeing an instant gratification in that. What you have to do is, you have to step back and you have to say, hey, why am I doing this? Is it because I want a shitload of money and I like what that guy posts on Twitter? He posts the Rolex watches, he posts the cars, or is it because I want some more time for myself? I want to spend a little bit more time with my family. Might as well maybe take a step back and let me kind of set up a plan here, right? I think that that's important, and I think that a lot of people tend to kind of just run with what's running because it validates them, right? Oh, that person's in it, that person's in it. And I just think people right now, from 4 to 6 months that we have now, this is the ultimate time to do well, right? To get yourself in a position where you could pay off those bills. So trade trade, but trade with some type of discipline and a plan. That's all. I guess recommendation. I guess a tip that I can give people. Right. I mean, a lot of people don't post prices next to their tickers.
Yeah. So what are you looking at this week?
Well, we just had a Lebanon crisis where they shut off energy, right? So if they shut off energy, that means that energy is going to be, at the top of the list, right? So you just saw the internet go down, and now, you're seeing energy get shut off in an entire country, right? So this is a concern because now we're in a depletion of resources, right? So you're hearing China. China is having issues with energy themselves. China, a place like China, that's a leading coal industry, it is running out of coal. So maybe things related to coal, right? So what I want to do is I want to position myself based on the macro of what's going on right now. Bitcoin, right? If I look at what Bitcoin is doing, Bitcoin's about to break, right? If Bitcoin hits 64,500 to 72,000 to 110, I highly doubt that these crypto plays are going to be at these bottoms. Now, am I going to go for the cryptos that are already shitload high, or am I going to go for the cryptos that are starting to creep up? I'll go for the ones that are starting to creep up. That's me. And as far as like small caps and options, as much as they're beaten down, I like these options on these Chinese stocks. I told these guys that I like the BIDU, the BIDU, and I also like this company, ticker symbol KWEB, another Chinese stock that's putting in its reversal. So I've been buying a shitload of stocks. I'm heavy in stocks right now. Right now, I'm in a lot of bottom plays. You're seeing real estate take off, right? I don't see real estate. I see real estate following the markets, and you're seeing XTRM. I think the lowest that we were able to buy it at was at 40, 41, and now it's trading between 49 and 55. So that's a higher low. It's a stock that's pink current, low share structure. Now, what I would recommend for people to do is start posting on it because the power of the internet is real. And I like what these guys are doing, though. A lot of these guys in different groups, you see them build their network, and they're building networks like there's no tomorrow, and they're accelerating and advancing really quick, right? And they're trading within teams. This is good because it's a team effort. And I go back to awareness. It's not a pump.
Absolutely.
It's bringing the information out into the light. And I think these guys are doing an amazing job because when you can run a stock that's 20 billion authorized shares and you can bring in 1.5 billion shares traded, you're doing something. The people that are on the bench, right? And it's a big game and they don't want to be seen on NBC Sports, ESPN Sports. They don't want the limelight. It's time for you guys to step up because part of this is about networking. One of the greatest scenes in a movie, right? The greatest scenes in the movie is in the Wolf of Wall Street where he tells the guy, sell me this pen. You guys are all salesmen here. As much as you say, hey, I don't like these guys because he's a furu or a fake guru, part of this is salesmanship. And look, we actually have, I don't know if she wants to talk, but I'm seeing her now, Tigress. She's posting DD on ticker symbol CYBL. I remember I bought CYBL at 0001. That thing had I think like 20 billion AS. And I bought that at 0001, and I think I sold that for 0002 because I just wanted out of it. I hated it. But look what it's doing now. The power of the internet. A shitload of people are moving a very, very big stock. So what I'm saying is it's very important networking, right? CEI was moved because of the network, right? I think that was one of the biggest reasons for it to move. Look at Shiba coin, or whatever that is, right? It's the power of the internet that's moving it. So people that are hearing me on here, however many people I have here, build your network, social media, right? Your YouTubes. One of the things that you want to do create your Patreons, create your, your social media, create your powers that be, your boiler rooms, because that's really what moves stocks. But if you see me post on a stock and I'm very highly convicted, and you only see one person posting on it, like let's say DDDX, I guess I got lucky with that one, right? I sent it out at 0.01, right? 619, and it hit 23. It pulled back to 5 cents. Now it's at 18 cents. That's a lucky one now, right? But people are getting behind it, and now it looks like it's going to break out. So my recommendation for you guys: work as a team, because part of this is a team effort. It's not just sitting on the sidelines.
That's right. So we have a lot of people right now on the line. I'd definitely like to hear somebody's opinion about that.
Yeah, we could get it. I mean, I could definitely throw somebody on here. We got somebody, Mateo, right now. If he wants to comment a little bit on that, or if he wants to mention the stock later on, I guess we could, mix it up a little bit, because I've heard some spaces that are, they're good for taking a nap. I don't want to be boring, so maybe we could, get a discussion in here and talk about some of these things, or some of the things that they need help with.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mateo, are you there? Do you want to comment on some of the things that we spoke about, or do you want to just talk about a stock?
No, I'm here. I was just wondering, the Chinese companies that you were bullish on, what was the reasoning behind it? Just because everything's going on with Evergrande.
Just because the market is hated right now. Remember when the markets really tanked with COVID,
Yeah.
and nobody wanted to touch American stocks, when Carnival Cruise, American Airlines, when Disney dropped and they said they were closing down their places. Do you think China, with the market cap that they have, do you think they're going to go out of business? Do you think a company like Baba, which is equivalent to Amazon, do you think they're going to go out of business? That's why when you find these stocks at these bottoms, that's when you go long.
Yeah.
That's why I like BIDU, right? It's a tech company that they're not going anywhere. And if you look at that chart, the chart looks beautiful. Now, beautiful in the sense that it's a beautiful buy opportunity, because it's really, really, really cheap. And when I go into a store, I like to buy cheap shit. I don't like to buy things at highs. That's why I look at them. Now, I'll give you an example. I have a strong feeling of a crypto stock, right? Not many people are posting on it. I think it's just me and Hustle, and maybe what's the gentleman's name? Ah man, he's gonna get mad at me, because he's really good too. I gotta give him a shout out, but I'm gonna look him up right now. But um, we're the only ones posting on GRNQ. It's a Chinese company. It's an NFT stock. I like it. I mean, I like it a lot. CJ Burrow, he likes it, and he picks good plays. But since the powers that be, like the guys that really get pushes, they're not posting on it, people are not going to jump on it. And that's the type of market that we're in right now. We're in a popularity contest. But me personally, I remember when I was posting Mara, and it didn't have that much talks. Nobody was talking about it. Oh, Money Empire, give him a follow, Money Empire, because he's posting on it. Um, why I say this is because I want to buy stocks before the crowd. And the GRNQ, to me, 8 into 21 MA cross. They've had news on space. They had news on NFTs, and they're coming out with some type of crypto business. I like that. You know what I mean? And it's trading near the lows. Yes, it did have an offering, but before that, we traded it from 80 cents to $1.50, and now we're able to buy it at a cheap price in the 60 cents, 55 to 65 cent level. So again, a lot of people don't want to buy it because their favorite tweeter is not tweeting on it. I like these Chinese stocks. Another one is CSCW, right? They just picked up a football player and Shaquille O'Neal to be part of their group. They do NFT stuff too. Anything Ethereum NFTs. When you're hearing people sell art for millions of dollars, look at this guy Gary V. He just sold the doodles for multi-million dollars. I'm talking about a doodle where you take a crayon and just like Scribble is selling for 23 million. The NFT space is just getting big. It's just getting started, and it's in infancy. So I guarantee you, when GRNQ gets to $2, everybody and their mother is gonna jump on that one. I'd rather buy it now though. So I am bullish on China stocks because people hate them. In that case, I'm gonna go long. Any other questions? I guess he's Mr. KD Trading. KD Trading. Hustle. What do you think about what I'm just saying right now? Like, don't you want to buy stocks when it's cheap? Unmute yourself, man.
Yeah, yeah, of course. That's what I'm waiting on. I've been pounding the table on GRNQ. And I remember we were buying Mara, Annie. We were buying what's
Any
the
at
other one?
138 before it was even crypto. I posted that and it was an offering and it was hated. Nobody was talking about it. And I'm not saying that to gloat myself, right? I don't care.
No.
Who gives a shit who calls it first? The whole point is I like buying it before. Like I like buying it at the bottoms because it's going to give me more upside. Is there a little risk to that? Yeah. But if I'm buying it in the demand area, that means that the likelihood or the balance of probability for that to be the floor is likely. What I'll do is I'll just nibble into the position where I don't have to buy a shitload there where I have to take on risk. Has it bit me in the ass? Yeah. But that's part of trading. You're going to win and you're going to lose. Mr. KD Trading, I added you. If you want to unmute your mic.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Not much. Just listening on this conversation and watching the game in the background.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on with football, but I think the Giants stopped being relevant since the 2000s. So I stopped watching.
Yeah, the most interesting part of the game I watched today was I got to rewind it and watch a fight. Thank God I'm not a Giants fan.
I think, you know what it is I think that as you get older, I don't know how old you are, but as you get older, sports just becomes just irrelevant. And I mean, I'm not hating on people that watch the sports, but I remember when I used to kind of punch walls when the Mets used to lose. And I was thinking to myself, why am I hurting my hand? And these guys are making millions of dollars to just play mediocre ball. I should be happy for them. So I just don't even bother with that. I do like combat sports because to me that's the ultimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
we had a great fight last night, man. That was
amazing.
that was an
That's gonna
amazing fight
go.
last night.
That's gonna go down in history. You know.
Yeah,
I
those
mean
guys were
that to
putting their
me you can't.
lives on the
Yeah.
line.
Which one was that?
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I mean, both guys were just giving it their all, man. Humbling. It was humbling to watch.
What I picked up from that is that Tyson's Fury's faith. I mean, for him to just get up and like nothing happened, like that man just has unbelievable, like he believes like in himself, and I think that's it. Really kind of transitions to everything that we're capable of. You know, that guy just gets up, man, and it doesn't faze him, and it's amazing the will that man has, and coming from what his background is, because he had issues with depression and
mental health, and
mental health and stuff. So
suicide.
it's
Yeah.
amazing, just amazing. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. Mr.
Absolutely.
Capital Investments, we got Parent Capital Investments here.
Yeah.
We got Parent Capital Investments. For anybody that's on, make sure you give Parent Capital Investments a follow. He's coming out with some awesome content on a YouTube channel. If you want to talk to us briefly about that, Parent Capital, that would be good.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you mentioning that. Yeah, it's still in the works. Working out the bugs, trying to get a nice program going to make it more presentational for people and more fun. But basically teaching everything that I've learned in the market and everything that's kind of passed on from you as well that you've really helped me in. That's kind of the first thing that I wanted to say was, I'm a student of yours, and I mean, you basically saved my life in the market before I kind of met you. You know, I was very stressed out trader, and uh, now after watching all, working through charts and all of that, it's just been such a blessing to be able to set it and forget it and not have to worry about stuff. I'm not usually, you rarely ever see me use a chart that's on a smaller time frame than a daily chart,
Right.
and just like you always say, believing in the chart like you do breathing. That's just been I, you know, I started trading to become just free, just financially free and free spirited, free all around, and just being able to do that with the charts and has been the greatest freedom right there. Stress free.
Right. And I think everybody has their experience, but it all leads to one, because I hear the little ones in the background. And I'll tell you, one of my biggest regrets is time.
Right.
And the time that I missed with my kids, now
Exactly.
now to the point that I really don't have like a relationship with them. And that's because I was always chasing the dollar.
Right.
So the reasons we do this, and we're all students in a sense. I'm always going to be a student. Um, so as far as mentorship teaching you, I always tell people that they're master traders already. It's my job to make them remember. So
Right.
I'm no one, but in the sense that what you're saying is, I just want to reiterate, you got to love this stuff. This thing should not be stressing you out, because if it's stressing you out, then it's time to do something else.
Right.
This, don't get me wrong. There's frustrations with it, but everything's an experience. The good is bad. There's a saying, the sweet is never too sweet without the sour. It needs the sour in order for you to taste the sweet. So people have to understand that you are gonna win and you're gonna lose. Your objective
Right.
is to win more than what you lose. But in the sense, right? Focus on you not worrying whether you are going to win or you're going to lose. And I know that's, it almost sounds like an oxymoron, but the goal of this is for you not to worry. And I think the way we're living right now, everybody's in that kind of worrisome feeling. And that's not a good feeling to be in. So if
Yep.
you can trade the math and you can win more than what you lose, focus on the winning, but it shouldn't be about instant gratification or happiness, because happiness is within, right?
Right. Exactly.
There
Yep.
should Your success is subjective, and I think that that's the thing that social media fucks us up with. And I apologize
Yep.
for cursing, because I know you got the little ones over there, but happiness is subjective, right? Success is subjective. So I'm glad that you
Yep.
came on and you expressed that, and you're doing a wonderful job on
Oh
that
yeah,
YouTube.
it's been amazing. It's been
So
amazing. Well, I had a question for you. I know you
mhm.
already mentioned GRNQ. I'm very bullish on that. I'm very bullish on anything blockchain, anything that has to do with, especially Ethereum, like the EPAS, um, and Bitcoin. But I had a question for you on crypto. I was wondering how you felt about XRP, with it being
uh,
suspended on some platforms and stuff,
well,
and where
look,
you think
listen.
that's going to go.
That's a very, very good point, and I want to tell people, and it's very important for traders to understand that fundamentals is bullshit. If you look
Yep.
at XRP, when it pulled back to 14.16, it hit a key level, and they were saying that they were going to delist it, right?
Right.
And what it did was it caused everything to start pulling back, but it hit that floor 14 to 19 level was a perfect entry, and now you're seeing it reverse. Now, one of the things that I want you guys to understand is, like, if they don't give you access to buy XRP, it's got to be for a reason.
Exactly.
There's puppets that run,
They don't want you to
puppeteers.
win.
Right. They don't want you to win. So I want you guys to understand there's something called Davos. And look it up. I'm not making this up. Okay. And this isn't a conspiracy, and don't make me the next Alex Jones. Go to Davos, right? And go Google XRP Davos. And XRP is one of the is one of the things that they're going to be using in the main banks. They're going to get rid of what's that word? What it starts with an S. They're going to get rid of. How do they send money now? It's called some. I gotta
I
go
can't
on this.
remember.
It's through the centralized finance radio.
Centralized finance, but they call it when they send out money, they call it something. It's not in my head, but that's how XRP is what they're gonna use to be transacting money now because it's
Yeah.
quick and it's very cheap.
Yeah, they
Okay,
already got like some deals with Bank of America, I believe.
right,
And yeah, I think it's going to be the thing that the banks really go through when they want to go into this whole cryptocurrency thing.
right.
And
So
that's why
why?
they don't want us to have it.
Right, and can you imagine if a shitload of people have this?
Right.
If they have this, then what happens is then it's not something that's they have to make it where it's a rarity. You understand me?
Yeah.
Swift, that's what it's called, Swift. So right now we use Swift to send out money. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna switch from Swift to XRP. Okay,
Yep.
there you go. So yeah, I think XRP is something that you should just hold. If you
Yep.
bought, just hold it. I know I was talking with Swing Pony, and she was like, "Man, I didn't sell my XRP." I said, "Don't sell it, because
Well,
that's the
I
type of
actually,
shit."
all the platforms got it done, but I believe Uphold, you can still grab some on there
Oh, okay, so there
if you
you go,
wanted to.
Uphold.
And then you can
So
still transfer it to Coinbase's from what I'm hearing. I haven't
and
tested it out, but
there you go. And one of the things that I tell you for long term, right? Write this level down: 74 cents. As long as it stays above 74 cents, or anything between 70 cents and 90 cents on XRP, is a massive buy if you can figure out how to buy it.
right. Yep. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Radio. Thank you for your
Keep
time.
keep it up with the YouTube. I want to see more content.
Yeah, for sure, man. I got another video coming, so
Awesome,
we're working
awesome,
on
man.
it.
Yeah,
All right, man.
Parent, real quick before you head off. Actually, radio, I came up to talk about XRP because I was about to tell you it looks like it's about to get pumping here. Parent, if you have ever trouble getting XRP and anybody in here, just DM me and I can help you guys find a way that you guys can go buy XRP. Again, it should be a currency for the people. There's a
Yep.
reason why they're hiding it from people. So if you want to learn how to find it, just
Yep.
DM it, man. I'll give you some more information.
Yep.
There you go.
Awesome. Awesome. Great.
That would be great. That would definitely be great because I know a lot of people don't know how to buy it right now.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. You have a
All
good
right,
night.
brother.
Thank you, Parent.
All right. So there are a couple of stocks that I'm looking at into next week. There's actually one stock that I'm going to give it to the people that are here. It's like a special stock, and this is a stock that is in the COVID-19 sector. It's a
Yep.
stock that's traded up to 14 cents, and now you could buy it below 0.02 cents. It's a stock that I don't think many people are aware, but they're under new management. And October 8th, which was on Friday, they had a court date. And on that court date, they're looking to get rid of some shares. All right. So a share reduction, if you guys don't remember when I gave you guys UPIN, ticker symbol UPIN, it kissed 4 cents and then it ended up hitting high 28 cents. This is that type of stock. So the stock that I'm going to give for you guys right now, just for listening, coming on, and it has a lot of upside and it's bottomed. And I'm not giving it to you where it's 100, 200% up. It's ticker symbol MGON. MGON. It's Mike Golf Oscar November. And if you
I'm
go
gone.
to otcmarkets.com, very, very favorable OTC share structure, right? Pink current. You don't have to worry about suspension. And on the last press release, you got news that October 8th was that date to get that finalized. And on that press release, you have management saying they are very, very confident that they're going to get those shares taken off. So that's a stock that I really, really like moving forward into next week. If you look, you got an 8 into 21 MA cross. You did a day one above 8 MA. You have a master support on the 200-day moving average, which I'm using the weekly. Remember, I'm not trading these like a day trades. If you look at most of the trades that we've been posting, they've been posting very, very smooth and slow and steady. That's what I like. I like slow and steady. You know, you guys get what I mean. I like slow and steady. I don't like wham bam. Thank you, man. Okay.
The parabolic moves.
Yeah. I'm from the R&B era. You know what I mean? In the '90s. You know, everything's slow and steady. You know.
Yeah.
So if you come over here and you look, verified profile, transfer agent verified, outstanding shares 235 million, and you have a float of just 196 million, updated as of August 2021. It has the shield, so
Yeah.
it's been updated. So
And I like these kind of share structures because it gives people enough shares. They can actually grab a nice size if they want. You know, you got a 200 million float, 196. So it's not like a 20 million float where you can't grab any. So yeah,
right.
this is a good one, man. I'm down. I
Yeah,
like it.
and I'm gonna read you. Look, you had a shareholders update on August 10th, right? Well, August is 8th, right? Yeah, August 10th, 2021. Update: Magola Inc. CEO issues letter to shareholders. On 8/19, you had another press release. Magola product lines continue to help combat COVID-19 virus, right? Delta, right? That's in the now. And then number 825, Magola retires common stock treasury, right? And now you have an update for Magola gets court injunction to stop 10 million of common share deposits. So this is a good one, clean for you guys. So anything that you want to add? Do you have anything that you're looking at?
Um, I still like. Let me look at my. I still like my can of the CNNA. I like the Seagull. I'm very bullish on MJ stocks. I have been for the last couple of weeks. Ever since the House approved the banking and also on here. Let me pull up my account. Actually, Amino's in a good buy zone right now. The EV
Right.
and lithium sector. You got that at a bottom. I'll list you some bottom plays. How about that? Amino. Um, I like the CLTS. I'm accumulating that bottom. Um, so the EPAS, anything in that 018 to 02 range is good. HMNU did a real nice move on Friday. Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
HMNU.
it rallied. It hit a low because I know for
Mm-hmm.
a fact because I got filled 0.0101 and then it rallied and then it hit a high of 0.016. Now it's telling you, hey, any buys between 0.012 to 15 is going to be accumulation because this is a crypto stock and it's a very low share structure crypto. Now, it's a good thing that you brought up EPAS because a lot of people, I guess, aren't really paying attention to this stock. This is a stock on the last rally that hit 15 cents. And that was when the markets or Bitcoin did that halving. We had this stock go 15 cents from that level. So now what people are not understanding is that they're basically doing a proof of stake with a cryptocurrency that the CEO is basically he's basically doing the crypto for this company called Greenheart, and that's
Yeah.
Greenheart CBD $CBD. And what I think that people are not understanding or what's going on with this company, it's a real company, and they just put out news on Saturday that we are officially platinum sponsors of the World CBD Awards 2022, and so proud. These guys were listed on Vogue magazine as top 3 CBD. And not only that, is that their token is backed by acres of land. So it's a real tangible asset. So when you're buying this token, not only are you buying CBD, but you're buying acres of land, up to 4,000 acres of land per coin. So it's backed by something. So why I'm saying this is because if you look at what's happening around the world, You're talking about potential banks now, or the IRS now checking on how much money or monitoring up to accounts with $600 in your account. So now you got to start looking at where to put your assets in rather than banks. And when you invest, you're investing abroad because you're investing in decentralized assets, which are cryptos. So why I tell you this is because if you're going to invest, me personally, I would go buy land somewhere else. But now you're investing in a decentralized crypto that's out of Ireland. So these are things that you have to understand that's going on. A lot of people laugh about it. Oh, so I'll just keep $500 in my bank account. This is evasive. These are things that are happening right now. And what I like to teach you guys is overall wealth. Because as much as you want to make a shitload of money here, you have to understand that they're going to take it too. All right? So just understand what changes are happening right now. You guys just got mandated to put something in your body, and now you're going to be mandated to give up every transaction that you have in your bank account. This is very bullish for EPAS. Very extremely bullish for EPAS.
Yeah, that's crazy, man, the way you said that. But it's true.
I'm just being honest, and a lot of people are gonna hate and get mad at me. Oh, this guy's, this guy's a nationalist. He's a look. I'll be honest with you. There is no more United States of America. It's unfortunate because a lot of people don't understand that we're really not a democracy. We're a republic, right? And what we basically have is a law of the land, but we don't even follow that law of the land anymore. And we have entities from outside, right, that are basically running the world, meaning you have globalists that are taking control of everything. And keep an eye on places like Australia, because it's only a matter of time before this starts shifting over here. And it's already happening. I'm in New York, so I see it. As much as you guys are going to get mad at me, hey, I might get some unfollowing, but I see it now. So you know what that means for me? The people that want to pay cash, right? Now they can't pay cash because I can't put deposits into my account anymore, right? So now what they're doing is they want to do away with cash now. They want to monitor everything that you and you're doing. So what's going to happen to blockchain? What's going to happen to crypto? These are things that you have to understand.
I think the Biden administration, I read an article saying that they want to start looking at everybody's account with $600.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Mr. Rocky, I love that movie. By the way, that was with Cher. What was the name of that movie? Mask. You see Rocky?
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was scared of it, but when I truly saw it, it was a beautiful movie. He had Elephant Man disease.
Yeah, I didn't really want to even look at the face, bro.
Yeah, but that's a great movie. I think Nicolas Cage was in it and Cher. Mr. Rocky, how can I help you?
Hey, bro, can you repeat that ticker? Is it EPAZ? How do you spell EPAZ?
Ticker symbol EPAZ.
Oh, just look. Okay, so I had the right one. I was just curious. I wanted to take a look at it.
Right. So this ticker right now, EPAZ, ticker symbol EPAZ, they're connected with a company called Green Heart CBD. The CEO, Mr. Paisley or Dr. Paisley, he's the CEO for Green Heart and also EPAZ. He runs several companies through that company. He deals with artificial intelligence and blockchain. He also does COVID-19 screening for companies, whether they've gotten their jab and all this stuff. So he's basically the company. It revolves with a lot of the things that are happening right now. But Greenheart, what they do is they operate drones and they're helping farmers be able to finance their farms, because I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of banks do not like to finance farms. I don't know why, but they don't. So what they are doing now, they're proof of stake with that CBD coin so they could be the lenders to farmers. And I think that this is very innovative. I think that this is the future of banking with fintech. And I think that this stock, which it's traded up to 15 cents for us, We've traded from 1.6 to 15 cents in the past. And if you look, the chart is looking beautiful with higher lows. You have master support at 0.017. And then on the monthly chart, it's showing 52 cents plus. I guarantee you, if Ethereum, okay, breaks out, hits 10,000, 20,000, I guarantee you that this Ethereum blockchain contract stock is going to do well. I'm very, it's one of my favorite plays that we have.
Nice.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Thank you. All right. Anybody else wanna say anything? No, I guess everybody's watching the sports today.
Radio, actually, I wanted to get your and Hustle's opinion on psilocybin and mushrooms sector going into what usually is cyclical rally this time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, like for me, psilocybin is something new, and I think that you're just tapping into that industry. If you look at stocks like small caps that are starting to see reversals, like ticker symbol AIKI, they're in it. MN, what is it? MindMed, MNMD, that's at a bottom right now. So a lot of these stocks are giving you opportunity to start adding these things. MEDH, they mentioned getting into psilocybin on their 8K. LRSV, they mentioned on getting into psilocybin. So what I'm saying, these companies that are just starting out, right? Ketamine, ticker symbol SEEL, which is doing really good in the small caps right now. Beautiful chart. I like all these kind of psychotherapy plays because right now, a lot of people that are suffering are these people that are taking these big pharma kind of medicines that kind of give you shitload of side effects. And I think that this is a market that you definitely want to start tapping in before the crowd. I don't know what stock you're looking at, but if I look at that ticker symbol MNMD, MindMed, it's starting to look attractive somewhere around here. It's a stock that's been struggling a little bit, but at the same time, with the IBB, starting to give a reversal with bio stocks, I think doing well into the end of the year. I think this is a good trade. RSI is at 36. You're trading at 224. 8-day moving average is at 228. You may start seeing an 8 into 21 MA cross. I do like these. Ticker symbol AIKI trading very, very beautifully right now. In the OTCs, I like the ketamine therapy PASO, traded 17 cents. You could buy it at 0.004. I like the LRSV, used to trade at 9.5 cents. It's trading at 0.01 and change. But yeah, definitely feel that psilocybin psychedelics. Look, I'm a proponent because I've microdosed, and it's one of the best anxiety medications that there are. Microdosing to me is like better than that thing that they used on what are the things that these college students use? What's that drug that they use?
Ritalin.
Ritalin. What's the other one? There's another one. I forget, man. I know.
Adderall's Ritalin.
Adderall. There you go. Yeah. Adderall.
Yeah.
All right. So it's good to get people. Beautiful. No worries. It's good to get people to talk, and it's great that we got Parent Capital Investments, and now we got Zero. By the way, anybody who wants any work done as far as technical, when it comes to web design or videos editing, that's the man that you want to follow at XEROE Zero. He's awesome, and he's a heck of a trader because he's been posting on ticker symbol WSGF, putting out great content. I like the fact that he put up the news on October 13th, the crypto acquisitions. I'm a big fan of WSGF, and that's one on my radar. WSGF is putting in a beautiful floor. Weekly chart shows 9+ cents. It's trading below 0.02 cents, and this was actually one of our alerts for last month that we alerted at 0.011, and it's trading up to 0.0193, and it's not looking back. So
and
that's the slow and steadiness that I like about these stocks.
Remind everyone that when we put out that alert, when radio put out that alert, we said that we would go long on it, and that's exactly what we're doing. From 1011 to 0188 right now, we're not
Right.
abandoning the play. This did not do a parabolic move. So the next one that we do, just watch what WSGF does. It
It's
was
the same
worthy.
thing.
It was worthy of an alert, and the next one will be just as worthy.
Right. And it's not done because
No,
WSGF is
absolutely
about
not.
you're
Absolutely not.
about to break 200-day moving average. The next floor that I'm seeing, the next resistance, I'm seeing up at that 2.6 level. So we break above 220, then we got 2.6, and then we got 3.5 to 7 cents. So this one is really, and they're saying October 13th, which is on Wednesday, I believe. They're gonna putting out some information on some acquisition. So I'm excited, and they mentioned Airbnb in their press release. So I'm not lying to you about this. I'm not connecting dots and just feeding you bullshit. I'm telling you the truth. What's going on, Zero?
Not much, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
Good, good.
Zero.
It's good to finally get a radio silent play guy on here. You know, it seems like I listen to all these like other podcasts and they got a shitload of their team,
The
and
members, we
you
don't
know,
have
the only guy I get is Hustle,
yeah.
but it's good to have you on.
Thanks, Zero.
No
Yeah.
problem. No problem. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, just on that WSGF, that chart I was looking at yesterday, and you just see that beautiful MACD where it's like those guys that do the ski jump. It's like
Right.
it's been slanted down. Now it's starting to curl up and it's ready for launch.
Right. And then what we like to show people is when you guys get a chance, Google something called a super bottoming tail. A super bottoming tail, also known as a bullish reversal candle. You have a long wick like a tail. That's basically showing you remorse. It kissed 0.014 and then bounced, boom, with that news. And these guys have been consistent with their news. No dilution. You had 31.8 million in volume. Just imagine if you get 100, 200 million in volume. Any acquisition news, crypto, real estate, that's a very hot sector. And you mentioned Airbnb in this. You have an app that's about to launch. I think that you can already download this app, correct, Zero?
Oh yeah, I got signed up. They've got properties on there. It's going to be pretty incredible. The other thing I really like about it is, you talk about crypto and real estate, which I think is going to be massive. They're going to allow folks to do fractional investing, so you'll be able to invest in these Airbnb properties.
Oh my gosh,
By buying
that's
coins.
the future. And I've been saying that. I've been saying that that's the way of investing. You put in money into a bond right now, right? Or you put in money into some type of annuity, you're getting shit returns. You put it in real estate where people are frequenting, and when you're getting rewards for this, that's innovative and that's going to create more investing. I think it's the future of making money. Gaming
Xerox.
too. Gaming, it's the same shit with gaming.
Yeah.
Xerox. I was also going to say, with the blockchain, you also have that verification process. So the blockchain can easily just pay you out of your partial ownership that you have. It'll just pay you out because that contract's set up like that.
Wow,
So
that's
I love
beautiful.
that. Yeah, that's cool.
Beautiful. Yeah, so radio and Husk guys, everybody. The only other thing I wanted to really mention before I hop off here, we talked about it a lot in the Discord, but you were talking about the jobs report earlier. The other thing you got to look at is our labor force participation right now. It's anemic. It continues to drop every day. And what do you think those people are going to do? Well, a bunch of them are coming in and starting to trade in the retail market like we do.
Right.
So, just like when COVID was happening and everybody was, away from their jobs, there's so many more traders now. Combine that with, how right now we've really only got maybe 200 or 300 decent OTC stocks. And then Halloween effect and the Santa Claus rally. There's just no reason not to have 1,000% confidence on getting into plays right now. So that was all I wanted to remind.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
and no,
a great
and
point.
you said that I was at the not the Home Depot today. I'm actually remodeling a bathroom in my house, and I went to Home Decor, and it was hard trying to get help. You know, we were asking the employee, hey, where's all the workers in here? And he actually said nobody wants to work. We have no we don't have employees here. We're hiring, but nobody wants to work, and it's sad. You know, it's sad how things are going. But yeah, that's crazy that you
But
mentioned
but
that.
but there's a future of how to make money, and I think that blockchain and Bitcoin is going to be a leader in that. If you look right now,
Right.
and look, another thing that I'm going to give you guys right now that I don't really talk about because I know a lot of people post Shiba, but there is a crypto that I
Mm.
feel is going to be maybe a 10x to a 20x. It's currently trading at $1. The future of blockchain, okay, or the future of crypto, to me, when the markets do pull back, which crypto will pull back, all coins will get hot. But keep an eye on a ticker or a crypto play called ENJ, Engine Coin, because the future will be gaming. Because what Hustle is saying is correct. People are going to start making money off of playing games and using NFTs, their weapons, their characters. That's going to be the future of making money. I know it sounds retarded, but we got a 600 billion a market on gaming and now NFTs. Engine, okay, everything goes through Engine, ENJ, and they have connections to Microsoft. And I know you guys don't like Bill Gates, but Microsoft's a huge company. So ENJ, I think the master support on that is like 74 to 90 cents. If it pulls back there, I think it's trading at $1.50 right now. That's going to be a good one. I think I'm going to say 9 to 20 bucks. Short term, medium term, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing ends up 50 bucks. So that's one. If you guys want to, that's one that I'm buying. I want a full disclosure. I'm buying it.
That's good.
Radio, do you mind if I jump in with
Yeah,
some cryptos?
go for it, man.
All right. Another one. There's a proof of stake coin, or I'm sorry. There's proof of stake. This is a proof of view. So just like you get ads and you get ad revenue, this coin, the technology is whenever somebody looks at something, looks at an object, looks at an ad, it's a feedback loop that provides proof to the network that that user looked at it, which is great because you can do a lot of things with that. So that's also an e-gaming token. There's aspects to that one as well. But again, it's pretty good with even with those ads. And just kind of getting that proof of viewership really is important for a lot of different of these marketing and feedback companies. That's a crypto coin. It's a micro cap crypto coin called VRA is the ticker, or Veracity is the coin. You'll see me post about it a little bit. It's a micro cap ticker. It's trading at 5.8 cents. And then there's another one, the MTV or Multivac, and that is attempting to kind of, if you guys have seen what ADA and Solana have been doing,
Mm-hmm.
they've been running rampant the last 6 months. Similar type of coin where it's trying to both challenge and work with the Ethereum network. They're coming out with a NFT marketplace in the next coming weeks. Should be next couple of days. They want to do it by end of October. Then they have a few other things that are coming out. They just went online this past year. They just got 3 billion of their coins staked. So that's would be 50% of all circulating supply. So the coins are getting small. It's not one of these large float coins. This one's trading at 1.8 cents. Again, it's a micro cap coin, but it has innovative technology that isn't applied to other blockchains. So you guys might have heard of Ethereum gas fees,
Right.
and you might pay 50, 60% of your transaction in Ethereum gas fees. The fees for trading, making a transaction on the MTV Multivac blockchain will cost you 10 thousandths of a penny.
Wow.
Or in some cases, 100 billionth of a penny, depending on what you're trying to get done on the network. Either way, that cuts your gas fees to absolutely near zero. Transaction times are also irreplaceable as far as what they have. We've talked about XRP, XLM. These are two coins that I'm very long term on, mainly because we talked about how it cuts out the middleman of the banker,
Right.
and using these exchanges behind the scenes. XLM, XRP are great blockchains in the fact that they can do a transaction that would take traditional finance 3 to 5 business days. The XRP, XLM can do that in 5 to 20 seconds.
Wow.
Uh,
Amazing.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
MTV, similar situation. It's also a very fast network, which is why I'm in it long term, really cheap. I mean, the risk is low for me, so I'm in it. Those are two coins that, again, are micro caps that I really dig.
Awesome. Great information. And you definitely want to give KD Trading a follow. KD_trading. He also has content on crypto, so make sure you give him a follow. We got Hulk Investments. Hulk Investments on. What's going on, Hulk?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good. Another one.
Good.
It's good to have you. I was telling Zero that we definitely want to get more people kind of from radio silent play trading on, and get a nice discussion. We want to get you guys to start working on getting your content. I know your feed is very, very nice. You put a lot of good content out there. Make sure anybody on here, make sure you give Hulk a follow. This guy's been on stocks like CYIO from like a penny, DDDX from like forever. So he's been very adamant. So you're gonna make shitloads of money if you follow the right people, and he definitely puts out good content. So what's going on, man?
I was gonna plug CYIO because they have news hopefully coming out Tuesday. They said in a tweet.
All right, that's awesome. I mean, listen, one of the only a premier NFT collateral lenders, right? So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, just amazing the type of news that they put out with the merger, and you're trading right at that 8 to 21 MA cross at 14 cents. This is a stock that was trading 70 cents. So you're basically buying this at lows right now.
Yeah.
You put your floor there at that 0.01 or 0.10 cents level, and you're taking somewhat of a risk, but start nibbling down here, because I guarantee you, people are going to start looking for the real crypto plays. If Ethereum hits 20 to 30,000 end of year, if Bitcoin is at 110 end of year, that's my outlook, 72 to 110. I guarantee you these stocks will not be at 52-week lows. So we're looking forward. So what date are we looking at? Maybe next week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah, they said a tweet. They said in a tweet this week that it would be Tuesday at 10 a.m.
There you go. So look, you guys got more than enough time to start looking at it. And again, go look at the daily chart, but make sure you look at that weekly chart. That stock is still in a massive uptrend on the weekly.
Definitely. I wanted to get your opinion on a couple more too.
All right, what's going on?
There's an NFT play,
Mm-hmm.
SFLM.
I think I sent that one out. Like I bought that one. And I think that I bought it. I think at like 0.004. The issue with that one is they put out good quality news, but it I don't know what the share structure is, but it's going to take a little bit. But I think that if it continues to put out the news and it gets that network going with it, it's right at the floor. I mean, I'm looking at this support here at 38. So you're just right above that level. So we saw what that ticker symbol SPZI, which that thing was just a bloated machine, what that's doing now. Again,
that was a beautiful move on it.
Awareness is key, though. And guys, when you guys get off, do me a favor. Put your favorite ticker, the one that you have in your back pocket, and then type in SPZI on the search box. And one of the reasons this stock is doing amazing is because a lot of traders are getting behind it. That's why I'm saying that one of the most important things in the network is to get yourself out there. even if you post a rocket ship on it, as long as they start seeing that, it'll set off algorithms. Because right now, the network, the power of the internet is something very, very strong. Again, if SFLM can get that, it could definitely go. But it does need some firepower there. But good news. I mean, NFT, it has access to it. Another one that's an NFT, I think AR, augmented reality, that's bloated like a motherfucker. But I mean, this thing can move and it's putting in the floor is the TTCM. Have you been watching that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so TTCM just put in a floor. All right. Is it a stock that if people get behind it, shit can move? But again, you know, the powers that be, the power of the internet has to get behind it. It's a good one. I mean, look, I think that stock that you got there with the SFLM, I think it could do. And you know, there are some people behind it. It's been consolidating for such a long time above that 8 and 21 day moving average. 8 and 21 day moving average right now is 41.43. I add those up, divided by 2, you're right at that floor at 0.0042. So, yeah, I mean, stock used to trade at what? Thing used to trade at 0.02 cents.
Yeah.
All right. So good stuff, man. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate it. Actually, one more XTRM with that name change last week.
Right. So XTRM got the news, right? It got the news, but it wasn't press released. A lot of traders are waiting for more information on this. This is a 7 million asset stock, right? They have properties, revenues, assets. They have a big portfolio out of Idaho. I think Idaho's listed as a number 4 place to buy real estate right now. Guarantee you right now, California and New York just dropped because nobody wants to buy shit in these bad states right now. So what I'm saying is, what you guys want to do is you want to buy before the crowd. This is a stock on the weekly chart that they hit a high of 3.3. That means 3 cents, 0.033, and it's trading right now at 0.005. It's been trading in a pattern between 40, right, and 55. To sell there would be peanuts, because I guarantee you, when we get the flow of people coming into these stocks, they're going to look at these quality plays. And this is a stock that can go to 3.3. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, 50 to 100, that's 100%. 100 to 150, that's 200. 100 to 200, that's 300. You're basically trading up to 400%. That's a massive move. This could literally change your account. And again, I like these plays. I don't mind holding and building positions. And again, I'm going to let you guys know that I am in this stock. So I want full disclosure. I am in the XTRM.
Love it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
No worries, man. Thank you. All right, Hustle. I think that we're good. I think that there's a lot of people that don't want to talk today. So I think we should be good. Anything that you want to add towards the end? I think we got beautiful plays. I'm looking forward into next week. You know, things are looking bright. You know, make sure you have your sunglasses because you're gonna need them.
Absolutely. I love this time of year heading into the Halloween effect. OTC small caps, they're gonna go crazy soon. I like the out of the small caps, I like the GRNQ and the SNMP. I like those two. Heading into next week, I like all the OTC bottom plays. I named a few already. XTRM. I love the XTRM. Hope just mentioned it. No, I'm just ready, man. I'm excited.
Awesome, man. Hey, listen, man. Always great to hear from you. Let's get ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow the bond market is closed. It is a Columbus Day. Markets are open. It'll probably be a little bit slow, but I think that it'll give you an opportunity to, you know, have a good time. Be patient. Look to buy good quality plays. And we got to set this up because if Bitcoin you know, rallies and if we break 64,500, watch out, floodgates. All right, all right, man. All right, beautiful, man.
Radio.
All right,
Oh,
what's going on?
Radio.
Somebody
what's up,
else
man?
one.
Do you mind if I throw some charts up in the nest for people real quick?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right, man.
Just take a look at this chart real quick. So this is the two plays I just talked about, the small little micro caps.
Where are you
'Cause I
posting
think
these? Where are you posting these?
the top of the Twitter space.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah. So those are two plays that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin goes, XRP goes, these two should go.
Wow. All right. So definitely. And where do people go to buy these? Like which
So yeah. So
yeah.
I get these on KuCoin. It's a Singaporean exchange.
Right. KuCoin.
I use KuCoin because it gives me the opportunity to buy XRP.
Problem is that some of the people like me, I get screwed. I can't do the KuCoin because New York is a bunch of scumbags.
No, actually, so radio, I can help you out. There's two different ways. So what you can do, so for everybody that's in the space, here's some crypto knowledge. You can actually deposit money into Coinbase. Then you're going to convert it to Coinbase Pro if it's not already in Coinbase Pro. Buy XLM.
Yeah.
And then do a wallet address transfer from XLM to your KuCoin XLM address.
Right.
Make sure that you're going XLM to XLM. If you do not go XLM to XLM address, you will lose all of your money.
Oh my God.
I do have to disclaim that because some people might not understand the addresses, but that's how you get it in. Once you get it into your KuCoin through that wallet transfer, you just put it into your trading account, sell it in the US dollar. It'll cost you probably less than 2 cents.
Well, you know what? You know what I got for you? I got a new business for you. You know what you should do? You should do a walkthrough. You should because this is because I'll guarantee you a shitload of people are going to be trembling to do this. So look, make sure that you follow.
He just sent me the link to do it too, and I'm actually going to sign up to do it.
Yeah, so make sure. Look, KD Trading. Make sure you give him a follow. You know, I think that there's a PayPal's there. There's Venmo. He's gonna hook you up because this is the type of thing that could go 10x. You know, he's gonna walk you through it. You know, make sure you give him a follow. But these are great ideas right now. So he just posted it at the top. So make sure you send him a message and he'll walk you through it. All right, brother. I'm out.